Mr. in the pink, Mr. Miami Beach there, you know?
Pose the question. I pose the question. Is fragcomm live streaming dead, and why? Hopefully, I could get some guests on here and we could talk. Some people, they're not coming on, you know. You know that guy up in Canada who burns money. He can't come on. It's all about him. He wants to troll. I don't want him. Let's get serious. Or what was the fragrance community always about? Because all of the streams that were, that had a lot of viewers was about putting somebody down and trashing somebody. And I guess nobody really wanted to hear about fragrances. I mean, I think it would be cool to maybe, and not to expose people, but to expose this fragrance isn't as good as everybody says it is. But, everything is subjective. We got 2 comments. Thank you, man. I got some comments. What's up, Moose? Neil. Stop with that, you son of a. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I like you, Moose. Dave, but stop with the you son of a. I'm partially autistic in that, but that's not something that I like. I like patterns, but I don't like you son of a. If you want to come on, join. I called Joey. He didn't answer. So he's like, Joey would be a good person. Certain people I'm not going to accept. And turn your camera on if you can, or I'll let you on for 2 seconds. And if you're one of these people who enjoyed the trashing of other people, it's no, forget it. And I think there's an underlying hostility. And first of all, I knew this from the beginning. The clone juices, yeah, there's money to be made. I never made any money. I did get Happy Lands for free, and everybody that didn't get them for free will tell you they're good. And if they weren't good, I didn't review them. I sent them to somebody else, and that was the bottom line. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even with my other job, I don't lie. There's a lot of negative reviews, and nobody buys it. But I'm not gonna say something's good if it's not. But I see other reviewers praising some of these products, and I'm like, nah, man. People work hard for their money. I mean, my cousin came over, right, from New Jersey, and real buff guy, right? And he's in really good shape. He works as a roofer during the daytime and as a bartender during the nighttime. And he works his butt off. He's paying $2,000 in alimony every month. It's crazy, man. So he has to work all these hours. And you think I'm going to come on here and say a fragrance is good when it's not? He's one of these people that I always used to say, he goes up on the roof in the hot sun and he's working his butt off. And what am I going to say? Yeah, this is good. I remember when I first started, they had their sub count was going good. They put on a good review. But they lied about something. It was from Alexandria Fragrances. It was that Hawaii volcano intense. That was so horrible. And Dee Dee smelled it. She's like, ooh, what is that? That's nasty. She didn't say nasty. She didn't speak like that. But, she said it was disgusting. She's like, ooh. So I was upset at the guy But you know, Hani Hafez sent me something else, which also wasn't good. But you know, I smelled other of his fragrances that were good. Remember, Leighton was a thing. Leighton used to be a big thing, and his clone of Leighton is actually better of Leighton. Everybody, justice for Cuddles. Let me read the comments. A to Z, we love A to Z, man. A to Z is like the glue that's like keeping, at least for me, fragcomm together. What's up, Kimberly? Yeah, A to Z is like the glue of fragcomm, in my opinion. I don't know who he is. He said he's going to start streaming. I think that would be awesome. Where's my phone? Let me call Joey again. Let me see if Joey wants to join in. And we're not going to talk about people. Like, we're just going to talk about a subject. I don't know about that, but thank you for saying that. I think what it was I was the bad guy, and in every movie you need a bad guy, but I wasn't like such a bad guy. I was like a funny bad guy. I didn't get personal. I mean, when you get personal and you dox people, that just ruins everything. It's like, okay, dude, that's like, I mean, I started the thing with Nima with Deer in the Headlights, but Nima and me are good friends now, and it was, you know, I think everybody could see it. Everybody could see certain things about me, like, I don't know, you know, whatever they say, but not like real personal stuff. I think it got ugly with the personal stuff, man. Let me see if I could get somebody in here. Yo, he's working. Oh, yeah, everything okay? Now, I just wanted to see if you could join me for the stream. I'm going to talk about, you know, why is fragcomm live streaming dying? And, you know, I wanted you to join in. So, yeah, I'm not going to go on his live stream. I'm not going on anybody's live stream for the most part. And let's see what happens with this whole live stream. I dropped the link if anybody wants to join, because without anybody joining, you're just getting my opinion. Some people used to like the Mr. Smelly streams because of me, you know, and you noticed when I went on the Mr. Smelly live streams, he would get super chats, super chats, super chats, super chats. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because it wasn't funny anymore. It got too personal. Yeah. I agree. A to Z. Yeah. And you know, a lot of people weren't, and they're like, well, I don't want to be doxxed either. I mean, something embarrassing may have happened to them and they like to forget about it, but to bring it up and then twist it, really, you know, allegations and a final order are totally different. But you know, it got to a point where it affected me, like, wow, this isn't a happy place anymore. This is a mean place, you know. I still don't even agree with Oda Jerks or whatever when they pick on Ross. I don't like that either. I think it gets like, some things are funny, but like Fragrance Jerks was like, it was like, okay, making fun of someone's height, that's funny, you know, but getting personal, you know, I mean, you know, people could call me tippy toes. Like, you know, Joey used to, every time I would walk, because I walk on my tippy toes, Joey would like make fun and say I was wearing like wooden shoes and, you know, show bread. I mean, it was funny. I mean, I walk on my toes. I mean, that's who I am. I've always walked on my toes. Neil, have you heard from Joel? No, I haven't heard from Joel. I think a lot of people left when it started getting mean because it wasn't funny. And I think what made 2020 so great was it was funny. It wasn't mean. It was like Kevin made fun of me like on every stream, but it wasn't like personal. And it was just like, the puppet and, it was fun. We had a small crowd. Nobody cared about numbers. And we became close with each other because it was our own little club. But it's like then it started to be a numbers game, like how many people are watching and super chats. And it was like, okay, it's not fun anymore. What do you gain out of live streaming? You gain friends. Some people, I mean, they gain money. But for me, I looked at it as an escape from reality. I was disappointed. Rocket said I was soft, and Rocket was one of my favorite guests of all time. And like for him to say I'm soft now, it's like, yeah, because people got personal. It's not. It's different when people. It was better than TV. Yeah, like I'll tell you what, Chaotic Truth right now is probably the best live stream out there right now. If you Chaotic Truth Live, I'll watch, and I'll be doing something else, cleaning or something else. For he has 9-hour live streams, and I told you he makes like $1,000 with live streaming every day. Not every day, but like he does it on the weekends. He doesn't do too well, Oh, okay. So Joey might join in the chat. So yeah, I think that's what it was. And some people they call them trolls, but it's not trolls. Like trolls don't dox. Trolls don't bring up real life things. It it gets ugly. And I think what happened with Joey's stream is I don't want to say the word white savior complex, but like nobody is racist like everybody says. But I'm not going to defend somebody's behavior when they just put other people down and just are mean. And it's like, dude, I don't know. I don't identify with identity politics. I mean, I don't. I worked for 25 years in the black schools, made a lot of friends, but some people I didn't like, but it's all a matter of who you like. Nobody cares about your race. I think it's like, well, I prove that we're diverse. Yeah, be diverse with some people who are logical and aren't just like putting other people down and talking about fighting. The attic is haunted, having a priest coming over to bless it. So I think nobody joined yet. Yeah. So I want to get some other people's opinions so I can have a discussion. Only certain people. And I guess that's not free speech. But some people I just can't trust. And then, they'll be like, oh, look, you had to kick him off. I'm like, okay, yeah, because I want to keep it civil. And I understand like keeping it civil. But I think, okay, the guests, I mean, like right now, the hottest topic, at least on Oda Jerks, is like the Margie and Mr. Clean relationship. Like, I don't really care, like at all. Like that's boring. But to some people, it's really interesting. I don't really care. Let's see. Legit has an atmosphere. I'm serious. Priest, you're going to watch this while at the gym. Okay, cool. Yeah, I could. Hasn't been Saney since. Yeah, haven't seen Saney since 2020. And I think the arguments with Kevin and Saney were it was a little too much at times, but I think the streams when Kevin would get up on the his island in his kitchen and the banana in the pants, that was funny. And I think even the karaoke was funny, but once it became like who could actually sing better, it wasn't funny anymore. It's like okay, no more humor. You know, it was just like okay, karaoke night is who's gonna be the silliest, who's gonna be the funniest, but it was like okay, who's gonna be the best singer? I don't care who's the best singer. That's just me. I'm serious. LOL. Legit has an atmosphere, priest. Islands in the stream. Yeah. So nobody has joined yet. I might have to go to the bathroom too. And they could take over the stream. But I think what it was is we made friends. Joel was a big part of the comments. And I think everybody liked all the guests. Even Jad, when he turned on his camera, was okay. Like if Jad turned on his camera, he was okay. But it was just like, okay, now he's just hopping on, no camera on. And it's like, come on, man. And it wasn't as much conversation. People think I don't like these people. I don't care really. But it's like when you're on stream, it has to be a little entertaining. But some people will be on their phones, and it's like, okay, you watch a chaotic truth stream, everybody's going back and forth. Nobody's on their phones. It's entertaining. I think he's the hottest streamer right now. Let me drop the link again. I'm going to use the restroom and see. Chaotic Truth has it like fragcomm 2020. Even though we didn't have the viewers, it was always a warm, cozy place where we could hang out and chill. And I miss that. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll see if somebody joins. Nobody joined. Nobody joined. Come on, man. Somebody click the link. We could have a talk here. Paradise by the live stream. Yeah, dude. When I did that, that was funny. I mean, it wasn't meant to, I don't know, man. It's like all that is gone. And we could bring it back. But there are certain people I won't go on your stream because of them, and I think a lot of people won't. Like they have guys on Chaotic Truth, and this guy's like he says the same thing over and over and over, and like certain people, it's not to put people down, but dude, if you ever worked fifth grade, right, and you're trying to teach a serious subject, there's that class clown who keeps saying the same thing over and over and over and over, but it's just not one day. It's like 6 months, it's a whole year. And it's like, okay, maybe it was funny the first time, but it's like, okay, you're saying the same thing like a broken record every day. And it's like, it's old, it's childish. And I think there's a lot of childness. Childness. No, what's the word? I can't think of it. Immature, juvenile. I'm thinking of another word, but yeah, it's like we're adults. I mean, I don't want to hear about eating ass, to be honest. I don't really care. I don't care who's hot and who's not. I don't really care about that. Like, I don't care. It wasn't about that back then. It was about us telling our stories. You should move him to sit next to the thug. He knows how to store stuff up. He brought that up. I didn't bring that up. But yeah, I didn't bring that up. He brought that up. But I think at a certain point, it was like, oh, I'm from the hood. I've been to prison. It was just like, I'm tough. I got scars. It's like, this is what the hell, man? Who cares how tough you are? Hello, let's see who this is. Oh shit, I can hear myself. Who is this? That's a pretty cool icon. Hello? I know it's Kevin. Okay, speak for 2 minutes, and then if you say something out of line, I cut you off. Hello? Good job, man. Black Panther coffee this morning. That's some good stuff, man. And I learned a lot from Kevin. I have to admit. Okay, I don't want to hear myself, but are you gonna talk? Question mark. Like he got me into working out. I learned a lot. He got me into not drinking sugar with my coffee. I had to buy Chobani, which has 5 grams of sugar, because I was buying the nut pods. Don't make fun of that name, but whatever. No sugar. Thank you. I could take my headphones off. I don't want to hear myself. So nut pods are really good, and they have no sugar, but they're like $5 for like this little thing, and it just adds a little flavor to your coffee. But I mean, I learned some good things from Kevin. I learned some good things from everybody. And the working out routine was cool. but the simping was kind of out of control. I didn't like the simping. I think they're called nut pods. It's like a little. If when you go to see your coffee creamers, you'll see it there. It has no sugar, and it's like a little shorter and a little fatter, and it has no sugar, and you know it tastes makes your coffee taste good, but has no sugar. Actually, I saw Stefan talking about it because his somebody in his family likes the that nut. I think it's called nut pods. Somebody in his family likes nut pods, so he went from store to store trying to find the nut pods, and he finally found it. I'm a big fan of it, but I moved up to Chobani. I'm not going to Coffee Mate because Coffee Mate is just full of sugar, but it's delicious. It's delicious. But I enjoy black coffee now. See, and Kevin kind of persuaded me to start drinking black coffee. But you have to have a coffee grinder and everything else and clean out your coffee machine a lot. I clean out my coffee machine a lot. You have to have, a clean coffee machine. I have a clean coffee machine. You get those little things like the little tablets you put in there. You gotta, and then you spill it out. All that comes out. You got to have a clean coffee machine. So things change because it's just a natural progression. Yeah. But I think we never spoke about fragrances. We all enjoyed fragrances. We know each other's favorite fragrances. But there isn't much to say about. I mean, props to Ross. He could talk about fragrances for an hour. I can't talk about fragrances for an hour. It's even difficult for me to put together a top 10 list. It requires a lot of work. And what happens is with me, like I'll say, okay, first fragrance is this, right? And then I'm all into the mood and I have to spray it to like understand why I like it. And it's like, okay, now I talked about 10 fragrances. It's like I have a headache now. It's like, so it affected me. And I was like, okay, my apartment smells great, but top 10 fragrance, because top 10 is like top 10 video games, top 10 this, top 10. So it's like a trending thing and people want to know. I don't really agree with anybody's top 10 list except and Robes 08, old Robes 08. Dude, he did a top 100. And that was absolutely brilliant. And I agree with his picks because I at the time I went to the mall because I wanted to experience more fragrances. And he turned me on to fragrances that I never would have tried. And I was like, this guy knows his stuff. And yeah, I think he got upset because he was genuine. And I think other people wear fragrances like me. I don't wear fragrances to get attention. It's never got me. Oh, here we go. 2020. Uh-oh. Maybe this is interesting, guys. Stay tuned. Hello?
It's over, Cuddles.
It's over. Hey, what's up, Joey?
It's over. You gotta move on.
I did move on. I quit everything else.
No, what did I tell you on the phone? What did I remember what, like our last good conversation we had? What did I say? You don't even have to say it if you remember what I said.
2020 is the past?
Yeah. No, but
okay. Oh, don't repeat it then.
Yeah. Okay. So you told me right?
Yeah.
Called You wanted me to come on here.
Give your opinion.
Okay, what do you want? What do you want to know?
Has how how do I work? Has the fragrance live stream community died, or like what can be brought? What can happen to bring it back,
Uh,
or is
dying,
it dead? It's dead.
dying. It's not dead.
That's not dead.
It's not dead. It's dying. The- these things are kind of like
It's opinions, obviously. Go ahead
no,
with your opinion.
no. What I'm saying is you get a new toy, right?
Mhm.
It's shiny, it's fun. You play with it for a while, and then all of a sudden you see another toy, and you're like, oh well,
Okay.
this is different. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna play with this. This has different features. It does different things, right? It's just consumerism. So you get consumed by the streams. You start to get FOMO, right? Every stream has its own vibe,
Mhm.
but most of these streams it's the exact same people.
Yeah.
Like you can go on Dan's stream and you're gonna see Dan's audience. You can go on Eugene's stream, you're gonna see Eugene's audience, right?
Yeah. But at one time, it was like all of us on all the streams. Or am
Yeah,
I overinflating that? Like,
at it with
well,
the
Eugene used to come on my stream like
Sure.
every other stream. He would come on my stream. Even RX, I was looking through my streams. RXL was on a lot of my streams,
Uh-huh.
and we were getting along, and everything was copacetic. And it's like, is it jealous? I don't know, man. Is it
No, it's not
jealousy or something? What is it that
people need constant stimulation. They need engagement. They need listen, man. Look, like even Dan streams are dying.
yeah.
They're all dying because they never took off.
Mhm,
They never took off. You talk about you send me chaotic truth. I
mhm,
remember that guy hopping on my stream before he took off.
mhm.
When
Now,
you talk about hot topics like that, real
yeah,
loaded statements, you're
yeah.
gonna want everyone to come on because they're gonna be itching to give their
Oh
perspective.
yeah,
We don't do that here.
we don't do that. Like what? Because the thing is, we're only like the only hot topics are putting other people down. That's the only hot topics. Like
Yeah, but it's
your
drama, low hanging fruit.
drama. But the thing is,
Don't glamorize
the
2020.
thing is, it's too close for comfort because at one point we were all friends, but it's too close for comfort. Like they're talking about other issues that are outside of their community. Like it's in the community, but it's outside of their group. You
Mm,
understand? But we
mm.
don't have any topics. I think that's what it is. We don't have any topics
My
that
streams were
are
never meant to be things where like we talk about topics and if a topic would naturally be brought up, then we would expand on it and we would all contribute. But like I'm not over here trying to, I wanted the engagement of my audience. I wanted to get to know my subscribers. And then I realized we're all fucking crazy, right? We're all kind of crazy and we all have these quirky personalities and all of us have something different to contribute. So I realized that the entertainment can come, and this goes back to like Howard Stern, right? Eugene
yeah.
used to call his subs the whack bag. And,
Mhm,
and I always said, so we call them mutants over here. We're
mhm,
mutants.
mhm,
We're mutants. I'm a mutant. We're mutant and proud.
mhm.
A lot of these people are introverts. They don't go out. They don't have a social life, right? Or they're single,
Yeah.
or maybe they're retired or their kids are grown, so they stay home and they got the time to tune in. One thing I realized, doesn't matter what time of the day it is, who's streaming, people are bored and they will show up.
It's just boredom. People are bored.
It's boredom. But when it's drama, which
It's
we
like everybody shows up
drama is the cocaine of the stream.
because it's
No,
like,
but it is. It's addictive. It's crack. It's
yeah.
drama.
But somebody always gets hurt. That's the problem.
That's any community though. Even every community has drama. And everyone knows that there's going to be certain people that take things too far. But that's out in the real world. That's at the workplace. That's at the bars, the social gatherings. That's family members, right? Cousins, friends, whatever. Like, yes, things changed. Things aren't the way they used to be. But I feel like we're glamorizing how they were. It was fun. It was also a different time. We were
It wasn't like it was like we were together. Even the people in the chat, we were all a small
wasn't
community.
many
Like
of us.
nobody knew about us. You know, we were like a sort of a closed community, and it's just like we all love colognes. We all watched. I mean, there was a time I used to watch top 10 videos. What was that guy's name? Ashton's friend, where he take the drone and do top 10, and
I have
it
no
was
idea what you're talking
whatever, dude. That guy was good. It was
Okay.
Ashton's friend. Triple Link. You remember Triple Link?
Yeah, Triple X.
Triple Link. I even watched Joy Amin.
Oh, I like Joy. Joy's a good guy.
Like I was looking forward to his videos every day, but it just kind of, I guess some people are new to fragrances and they are still watching the old. I don't know.
So here's a conversation nobody wants to have. Here's what happened, okay? So we had our close little knit community. We did not all get along, but we tolerated each other. We'd have fun. We'd bicker. We'd debate. We'd fight. Things would be said that were awful, and things would have to be deleted, and things would be taken down. You remember those days. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
So we were the only ones streaming. You go over to Batch Code, and you'd have another stream, and then Killer Frags would be streaming. But it was all of us. It was subcategories, right? It was subcategories of the same community. We were all still together. It wasn't until Dan started doing streams, opened up a whole other audience, and it changed. I'm not blaming Dan. I'm not saying Dan's the Antichrist. We all know that's RXL. What I'm saying is that when Dan started streaming, it took away the fact that it was only us, right? That it was only us, and we would all support one another. And if I was away, someone else would be streaming on the weekends. And then we do the Monday morning quarterback, Uncle Joey's weekend wrap up, and it would be chaos. I'd be gone for 2 days, and the streams would be complete and utter chaos. It was fighting and drama and slurs and racism and objectification. It was everything. It's like people forgot. It's like people forgot. The COVID times created a wartime camaraderie. Listen.
So you think I mean, it's an interesting take on Dan.
Well, it's not Dan. I'm not I don't want to single out.
I think when like you and me,
anybody,
it could have been like jealousy because like, oh, I got more viewers or something.
It was fun, Dan.
It was fun when you used to go on Dan's stream. It was fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
Okay, everybody used to go on Dan's stream
because we were all together.
We were all together. Remember Killer Frags, you and me. Yeah. After we were playing songs and we were dancing and having fun, and that was like the prime of fragrance live streams. Remember that?
Chris's comment. Read Chris's comment. Now you got to remember, Chris isn't a part of fragcomm. I know Chris on a personal level
is oversaturated by so many people talking about the same thing for several hours, multiple times a week. Joey is an all-around entertainer that started with fragrances.
But he's right. It's just got oversaturated, Cuddles. That's it.
Yeah.
And everyone started branching off, doing their own thing when we all used to come together. But you still see the same individuals that you've seen back in 2020. They're still around. They may not be on certain streams. I may not get certain individuals, but they're still there. You can still find them out and about. Like when I was talking about Dan, it could have been anybody, not just Dan. It could have been anybody. Someone would have started doing a stream and people would have been like, oh shit, it's the new shiny toy. Let's go over there. It's a different vibe. There's different guests. It's got a different energy to it. But then as you see, drama consumes us all. And the drama on Dan's stream were the only things that would stimulate him and get him attention, and things that would bring in, money, and then there became the whole super chat conundrum. And you've seen other people have that same plan of, I'm gonna make super chats, and then they realize they don't make any super chats, and then they stop streaming. They go, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
So that's what happened.
Because I remember Dan and you used to go back and forth and make videos. Like,
it was fun.
Those were fun.
It was fun, but it was drama. No.
Yeah. And here's another thing.
Look at
like I have more viewers than usual. Like I don't have many viewers now.
Why do you think you got more viewers than usual?
Because you're here.
Because I hopped on.
Because you hopped on.
But I think anyone would have hopped on. It would have brought more viewers. The reason I hopped on, you messaged me.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to have a conversation. I seen 12 people here. Nobody was saying anything. I thought that was funny. So I said, let me be the fucking one to hop on. Now, with that being said, you wanted to ask me a bunch of questions, so I'm going to answer them.
One second. Because nobody could really do it by themselves. That's the bottom line.
I could do it by myself.
I could do it by myself as well. But I think the people who are more successful have more entertaining guests. I've always said this, guests matter. Guests matter and entertaining.
I agree.
And I think at a certain time, Kevin was an interesting guest.
Yes.
When he used to dance on the.
He put a banana in his pants. That was
funny. Those were good times.
He used to.
And Rocket brought a lot of people. Rocket, man.
Yeah, but you forget all of the drama with Rocket Randallhood.
What was it?
Oh, come on.
Me? What was it?
The drama with Rocket and Test Tube and all of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about doxing. You had someone crying about being doxing. Now, whether it was true or not, I don't have the answers to any of that. I'm not pointing the finger at anybody. But just know that these things have always been, they've been happening. They were happening in 2020. Cuddles. It's just the problem is something happened to you that's never happened before. And things were brought to light and it was heavy. You know my opinion on all of that. You know, you know what I told you. You know what I said. Now, regardless, there's going to be people here that are going to show up because they want drama. They want chaos.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have people like that are here in the chat that still support you, that want you to come back. But it's different now, isn't it? You can't really come back because things aren't they're the way they were.
Exactly.
And that's just a harsh reality that all of us have to accept.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the reason the streams never took off is because it never took off. That's the answer is the question, because it was only us. And then Dan started streaming. You get Eugene that does streams. But you know Cannoli Mafia. You remember Cuddles Crew, right? You know Eugene's Whack Pack. Like, you have the smelly, I don't know what Dan calls this thing, the Army. Yeah, we're all full of shit, 100%. But I'll tell you what, like, even Dan streams are tanking.
Yeah.
And Chris
I think what it was is, like it became where Mr. Clean was more interesting than Dan. So, not in my opinion, because it was the Margie and him relationship.
Soap opera.
So, like, everybody left him for Mr. Clean. So Mr. Clean,
but who's everybody?
Like, he it's like, even like, I'm not going to even mention RM. You know who I'm talking about. He used to go on Eugene's stream. He used to play a yellow little rubber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's like, so he's like, oh, I want my part. Buy me a coffee. But I mean, I'm still 2020. Like, I don't care if you super chat or not. Like, it's nice. It makes me feel good, but I'm not gonna come here and say, "Hey, man, super chat me." Blah blah blah. I'm still the same person. Like, I don't care if you super chat me or not. I like when you comment, in the comments. But I think because there's no money. First of all, dude, there's no money on YouTube, and that's the truth.
Unless you're successful.
Yeah, but like, we're not successful.
No, none of us in this circle are successful on YouTube. That I think the only one in the circle, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. It'll cause a
Well,
shit.
Ross is successful.
100%.
Ross is successful.
A
Yeah.
100. This is sounding like an old man stream. It is though, to an extent, Steve. It is, but I get it. You know, we glorify the old days. I always talk about certain things in 2020 that I miss. You know, I glamorize everything. However, things change, right? You remember Stand By Me? You remember that movie, Stand By Me?
Yeah.
You remember what happened at the end?
No.
So they were the best friends, right? They were they were tight, as tight as you can be. And then as the years went on, they all went their separate ways. Except one of the friends there, they went to college together. You know what ends up happening, Cuddles? He ends up getting his throat cut and then he's dead. So, but the point that I'm making is like, in 2020, we were those boys.
Yeah.
2020 was our standby.
I think the competitive nature of it all becomes cutthroat, and like, let's be honest though, with Ross, he works his butt off.
100%.
It's like
consistent.
He's like an online personality because he, I know he shares it in like 75 groups. I'm like, what? 75 Facebook groups in the beginning, but he works his butt off. He's constantly uploading. He's constantly, I think he has a TikTok and this and that, and so that's work. That's work. To talk about a damn bottle of cologne all day for 7-8 hours a day for years is work. It's just a bottle of cologne. It's not like Meta 3 where you could talk about Meta 3 and play games. It's just like it's a bottle of cologne
coming out October. So,
yeah, I know. I want to get it. I'm already setting up my VR room. I think I'm gonna be streaming shit. I'm gonna set up a green screen, dude. I want to do a whole VR room here with the Meta 3.
You know why I still stream, Cuddles? Because I like it. Because it brings me fucking joy. Because that's still
exactly why I do it.
There's still people that want to listen to me. I understand that things aren't the way they used to be, and people come and people go. You're talking about how people won't watch my stream anymore because I have certain individuals on. That's okay. That's okay. Right? You have to just let things be. You got to move on. Yeah. Like we had our time in the sun. We had our time in the sun. Like it's not that it's over, but like, I think all of us miss parts of 2020. I know I do. But I wouldn't want it to still be the same. Oh my God. Yeah, Meta 3 is gonna be sick. It's gonna be good. Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, it did. The drama consumed us all. I mean, read Chris the Canadian's comments. Fun drama that's tongue-in-cheek is great, but things turned ugly and personal. People that are used to constant streams and entertainment are getting bored, and boredom causes anarchy. Exactly. We all get bored. We all get mischievous. We all, you know what I mean? We have to rattle the cages.
Yeah. I think it's the competitive nature of maybe like, okay, this person's getting more attention, and like I think there's a lot of envy with Ross. Like people are like, oh, everybody else is, we're not growing like Ross, or but it's like, so there's envy, like he's growing so quickly.
He's putting in the time and the effort.
He's putting in the time and the effort, and so, but I think some people,
hell yeah, Joe,
there's a lot of envy.
Maybe
it's like, because it's like, dude, I look at it, right? I started YouTube to master green screen skills. That's like, that was my whole purpose.
Yeah.
And then people were like, when are you going to upload another Cologne video? I'm like, I don't know. I used to enjoy the green screens, but then it became like, when 2020 happened with COVID and everything, I was like, I'm not interested in that anymore. It could keep me occupied. I thought my green screen skills got pretty good, and I was kind of happy. I've always been fascinated by green screens, but whatever. That's not for everybody. I mean, now Nima's like in it. Like Nima's like, he's trying to perfect the green screen, and I'm like, damn, I know, I understand, because I was there,
Sure.
and it's exciting. Let me see.
Regardless, yeah, I agree with Joe Anthony. The thing is, and I've heard individuals express to me privately or even publicly that like I miss how things used to be. I miss the characters that used to come on and this and that. And to an extent, I miss them too. And I've said this, I sound like a broken record now. If people wanted to keep the party going, Cuddles, and they wanted it to, and then they should have kept coming on.
Yeah.
You know, it's that they chose not to for reasons. Some are probably legitimate, some are probably
Yeah,
bullshit.
I think they didn't like certain people. Like,
That's ridiculous.
okay, here's
Ridiculous.
what. There's this guy that goes on Chaotic Truth Live, right?
Uh-huh.
And he sounds like a middle school student, or like a fifth grader who keeps repeating the same thing over and over. So
Okay.
you know how he makes money? He makes it money like you used to do with the jail. So if you want to kick this guy off,
Send money.
$100.
Damn. I'm gonna start charging 100.
Yeah, dude, $100.
Yeah.
$100, never less. And he's like, you want me to continue? I need $250 right now. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, and you know what if that works for him, that's fantastic to make that much money in a night. If you want to talk about motivating somebody, you start bringing in those numbers. You make $1,000 a night live streaming. I think
Every
everybody would
day.
say, "What the hell am I doing with my life?" What happened to Don Wirtz? Grandpa Don found you now, and that's where you can find him. He does his own streams. Grandpa Don and Cuddles had a falling out. You remember that?
Yeah.
He had a screaming match, but now Eric is the oldest member of the mafia. God bless Eric, 1946. But yeah, man, like you can still see these individuals. These people that you miss are still around. They're just not on my stream. You know that.
Yeah.
So what is it that you miss? Them over on my stream? Do you miss when we were all together? Do you want to
We
solve
were all together.
the kumbaya? All right, and okay, I get that. There's a
2020.
lot of
Sometimes it was just maybe you, Kevin, me, Lucas Poe. I mean,
yeah, man.
and I think no. So somebody says who's envious of Ross? You just go to a certain place on Reddit and you can see people are envious. But
the guy's making more money than most of these people in this circle.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest here. You can call him an asshole, you can call him names and say he's cocky. He's still making the fucking money.
Yeah.
And it's the fact is that any of us, if we worked that hard and made that much effort and had that drive and motivation to continue to do it, I think as long as you have a likable personality or you have some charisma, you can do it too. Because remember, like Cuddles just said, we're talking about cologne.
Yeah.
That's it. Probably not the best thing to talk about if you really want to blow up.
So,
You're not gonna blow
exactly.
up, but you can make good money. And I know that's a subjective statement to say good money. You can make a lot of money talking about cologne.
Because you think about it, how much does it cost to make a bottle of cologne?
Sure.
And there's a lot of, marketing is big.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Marketing is big, man.
Things are never going to be the way they were. And I get it. It sucks. But we had it was fun while it lasted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you look at my stream now, you still have many people from 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have people from 21, 22, 23. Now, whether individuals like the new people or not, that's on them. But at least it continued. At least it evolved. At least it changed.
Oh shit!
New faces. Look at this.
I got Fernando. Thank you, Fernando.
God bless Fernando. I liked good voice on Fernando.
Yes, the best.
I'm saying
Good conversation, y'all, Joey. The past was great, but we all need to move on.
Like I moved on.
I moved on as well.
Miss things. I miss certain things. I can always go back and watch it. It's like watching a movie, and I'm like, damn, look at us all. And I still laugh. It still brings a smile to
me. I laugh too. I watch, dude. Caleb did a good thing with Channel 69 Reformulated.
Yeah, dude, that Channel 69 was great.
Sometimes I watch those videos, and it brings a smile to my face.
Aram and Calum uploaded a lot of content on
Yeah.
69, and then they started sharing the keys, and you would see other individuals. Like Larry would always make clips with Larry, which was funny. Larry would only do clips that he wasn't a part of, which I thought was fantastic. Joe Anthony has done a lot of great things. There was a lot of people that contributed to Channel 69. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Now,
Joe Anthony was uploading to Channel 69 too.
yeah, man.
Oh, I
Everyone's
didn't know
kind of
that.
got
That's
their
cool.
own taste and
Dude,
editing.
those were the best. I mean, those were the best produced, funny videos.
They were the
Remember the
highlight.
one with Velma, dude? That and the
Yeah.
one with what's his name, Marciel, with the whole. He did the whole breakdown. It was like a 20-minute video with like the whole breakdown, dude. Those are like the best videos
You know, one of my favorite things
of all
he said,
time. But they don't get a lot of views.
"Como estás?" When you said "Como estás," dude, that video brings tears, man.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
All right.
Talk.
I don't know who's here. I don't know who's lurking. Cuddles called me earlier today.
Can I call you back? Because I'm a little
Asked if
busy.
I could come on here. Said he wanted to have a personal
Okay,
conversation.
love you, Mom.
I didn't know we were talking about the old days, but it sounded dire. I'm here. Was that Ma?
Yeah. So yeah, dude, that kind of like is weird that those videos don't get a lot of views. Like, I think the one with Raphael got a lot of views, right?
The one with Raph? Which one?
The one like No Gray or something.
The No Grave remix video? Yeah, but that was like
Yeah.
one of the last videos that was uploaded.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny, a lot of people misconstrued the No Grave video. I don't think they understood.
Yeah, there's only black and white. No
Yeah.
Gray.
Yeah, I don't think they understood the No Grave video. It was I have the No Grave video. It was a lot of fun, depending on who was who was watching it.
Oh shit, Danny's here. What's up, Danny?
Look at the name. God bless the name. I need to buy a Blink 182 album right now. Give me a second.
What?
Yeah, their new album. Listen, do I get the exclusive egg splatter? Should I get the red and clear marble or the purple Uzi vinyl? I think I want the purple vinyl, Cuddles. I'm buying it. Hold on a second. I can't stop.
A to Z knows it's about $750 a mention in a video. IIRC. I don't really care. I don't know what IIRC in real life is IRL. I don't know what IIRC means. But yeah, if you mention a fragrance in a video and you have a lot of
A lot of
subs,
money. You get paid a lot of money. You make ridiculous amount of money from these clone houses when you put them in your videos.
because nobody knows about these clones. It's just
People
like,
have no idea, Cuddles, how much money these people are making. You guys would be shilling in a New York minute.
hold on.
All right. Well, I can continue the conversation. You guys would be shilling in a New York minute if you knew the amount of money these people get paid. You wake up every day, you put on clown makeup because you're working 9 to 5. Listen, man, these people, and this is fragcomm. No one gives a shit about cologne. If you can make that much money talking about scented water, okay. I know the gain's too high. I'm purposely yelling the name. I'm sorry. Good to see Eric 1946. But yes, yeah, people make some serious dough when they become the fragcomm influencers. It's just the way it is. The fact that you can make that much money with like clone fragrances is absolutely mind-boggling. But anyways, I could, who gives a shit, right? Who cares? I need to give special shout outs to Eric 1946. The most special shout outs to Eric. God bless Eric. Yeah. I'm gonna go on AI and find me a Blink 182 discount code, please. Who's all here? Drop. I don't care what you say. Drop a 69. I don't care who you are. Who's in this chat Who who's who's in this chat? I got no time for this. Cuddles calls me. Good to see Eric. He calls me, tells me, please come on my stream. It's important. I don't know if this is important. Shit. We'll see. We got the Neem, we got Eric, we got Joe, Fernando. How many? Listen, I'm gonna go open another tab. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. We got Eric, we got Joe. 21 people watching. 21. Hell yeah. Well, that's not 21, guys. Better stop that lurking. Listen, Cuddles lives in the past. We know this. Good to see you, Daneem. We know that Cuddles. I mean, look at it. Looks like a fucking side mission from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Like you'd walk in the room and Tommy Vercetto would be sitting there doing fat lines with Neil as they're juicing. Like the guy loves the past. I like the past. You know, nostalgia is an addictive drug. I only drop deuces. I like that. Yeah, I don't mind a good shit, but I don't know. I didn't know what Cuddles wanted to talk about. It was real heartfelt. I think he just wanted to talk about the old days. You can still find most of these people if they're not dead or like went MIA. They're just elsewhere, you know. I was just talking to somebody about this whole thing. If you got a favorite season, go back and watch, you know. That's hilarious, Daneem. I do enjoy the Vice City light up sign. I think my mother had the Black Panther poster in her room when she was a kid, like a teenager. I told Neil, I said, just go, Neil. Just spread your wings and get out of here. It's never gonna be the same. I yelled at him for coming back. I might yell at him again. A lot of people say I can't watch 2020. It's all deleted. The best stuff was the deleted stuff, right? But I told Neil, I said, find a new community, and you're still gonna get people that are gonna follow you no matter where you go and harass you and call you out, and that's just the way it is. It comes with the territory. But Cuddles, Neil, you can only be away for so long, and even if you don't want to talk about Cologne and you don't want to,
Yeah, you can leave. I mean, I don't really care what happened.
huh?
Well, I could only be away for so long.
Yeah, yeah. No. Like there's a fault. Like you can move on from a community, but then you'll get, just when you thought you were out, they pull you back in. And you miss it, don't you? You miss it, son of a bitch.
Well, I miss the friendships. I miss the camaraderie.
Well, you don't have those friendships anymore?
I'm not going to really discuss that. But
I'm not telling you to name names. Tell me if it's not the same.
Oh,
not the same? Is that it?
It's not the same.
Okay, well then there you go. That's all I need to know.
I don't. It's Cuddles and Joey. What's up, Eric? You got a lot of 69s. What you say? Drop a 69, or they just did it?
Like they did it out of respect. No, I told
out of respect.
Yeah, I told them to drop a 69 because there's 21 people watching, but there's like 4 people commenting. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to understand the situation. Well, is there any other questions, Neil? So you believe that the streams are dying, or no, they're dead?
Thank you, Eric.
You said the streams are dead.
I support my friend Neil. Thank you, Eric. Say it again now. Now I get 2 super chats. Thank you, Eric and Fernando. I'm like,
Steve, I hopped on because Cuddles wanted to talk. He says, to be honest, sorry, it's a bit boring. You said
it's a bit boring. Well,
you said the streams are dead.
I guess we gotta act silly. It's a crisis here. in the fragrance live stream community.
Dog, I'm happy with my stream though. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand.
You're
Like
happy.
if I wasn't happy, I would have stopped doing it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like people left, new people showed up. It was fun. You know,
yeah.
different personalities. There may be individuals that I miss more than others that I felt like were funny or that I vibed with more, and that's one thing. But like, imagine just a Groundhog's Day where it's just the same people talking about the same things forever.
You
Maybe
found
that's heaven.
you find Heather Green to be very interesting, huh?
100%.
What is it about her that you find interesting?
Heather Green loved the attention.
Okay,
Heather Green knew exactly how to perform.
okay,
Now, Heather Green was a lot smarter than people realized. Heather Green knew what she was doing. And Heather Green and I are personal level are not on bad terms. Heather isn't upset at me.
okay.
I didn't wrong Heather. Um, I think Heather Green's entertaining. You know how many people would say, I hate Heather Green? Why do you make it the Heather show? Stop letting her. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people. Like, I could count on two hands. That's a lot of people. And I would say, because I just think Heather Green is like me and Heather had a relationship, a back and forth. We understood each other. She was a big fan of Curve Your Enthusiasm. Every time I would speak with her, I would set her up for a Curve Your Enthusiasm situation. And you would see her crack up laughing because she knew what I was doing. Like it was just fun. But I think that Heather got too much of what she asked for and it stopped being fun. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
What do I know, huh?
she was one of your favorite guests.
She was one of my favorite guests. But you know what? The show
Who
must go on.
who were your top three guests?
Oh, that's hard. You got to give me a year. You got to give me years. Like of
Okay,
all
like
time.
the last couple years,
Oh, so okay,
like
just
post cuddles.
post. So new people.
Yeah.
That's really tough because I think all of them are great in their own ways, and I don't want anyone to sit there and roll their eyes when I say that. Um, I'm trying to think who can stand on their own though, because when I look at individuals on stream, Heather could stand on her own, where other people would be phenomenal.
Heather's top three. Okay, so
Heather, yeah, like other people would be phenomenal depending on who the other guests were. Remember, we would talk about a recipe, like the perfect cocktail. You get this guy with that person and that girl, and you knew that you were cooking with magic. But I'm
okay.
trying to think if you took that away, who could stand on their own? But I do want to say something about Heather.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to answering that question. What
Okay.
happened, what I think happened is people started pointing out her insecurities more and more, and she didn't like it. And it had nothing to do with her looks. It had to do with becoming a mother, finding a spouse. It was that shit that chased her away. Because deep down, Heather knew that a lot of what they were saying was true, but the last thing we want to hear is someone else telling us what we need to do in our life or if we're not doing the right thing, right? Like people get pissed.
So what you could have deleted those comments.
I could have deleted the comments.
Like they were like you would make a horrible wife or something. I don't know.
If if Heather told me to delete a stream, I would delete it. Just like I would delete it for all of you guys. I still delete streams. Blondie Blackwell is one thing I'll say is they hate the women. They hate all of the women. I think that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's ridiculous. I don't understand. There's certain things that those individuals will do that will annoy them. I understand that. But to be disgusted by it, to be like I don't come around because of that person. How did any of us make it through 2020 if that was the case? I'm gonna say it, Cuddles. Everyone got soft. even me. We all got soft.
Everyone got soft.
Everyone got soft.
They don't hate. They don't hate Autumn.
Good to see Autumn Clark. Special shout out to Autumn Clark.
Everybody loves Autumn.
Autumn doesn't rattle the cages. Autumn has one of the best and smartest ways of noping the fuck out of a situation I've ever seen. Autumn knows when it's time to go for her well-being and just for the sake of it all. And Autumn is mature enough to come back when the time is right and still be there. Other people, they can't grasp that concept. It's
To me, I think, like, if I'm just looking through videos and I see Autumn's there, I'll watch it. I think,
I love Autumn.
yeah,
Autumn,
is
coffee and canola,
calm.
top tier.
She's responsible. She's, responsible person. I think, you're not going to get like eating ass conversation or
I like the ass eating
I
conversation.
don't like that. To
You
me,
don't like the act or just the idea?
no,
You see what I mean? Come on.
no,
Look,
I just don't. I don't.
I get it. You don't want to talk about dumb pussy, dick, and fart jokes. I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
there
It's
you
not
go.
always that.
Yeah,
It's not always that. What are you drinking?
a little bit of coffee that I had,
All
but
right, coffee and cannolis on cuddles.
coffee and
Cuddles
cannoli.
over the moon. Cuddles and cannoli.
And I liked what's my 2 cents. I forgot his name. It just slipped me.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was he actually. I did a stream on Christmas.
I had him on once.
Yeah, I had him on Christmas, and we had I think it was like a lonely Christmas or something like that, and he came on and we had a really great conversation. It was a really nice stream. I deleted the streams. It's like, so
Everyone deletes streams.
no, but like there were some good streams I deleted because people may like, oh, I don't want to be associated with that guy or whatever. Like Rudy coming over, Kevin shaving me. That was a great stream. Those were like two of the best streams I had with, like, Rudy smelling all the cologne. A lot of people enjoyed that. And then Kevin shaving me. That was a great stream.
Can I jump back to the statement I made? I want your opinion on it. Do you think we all got soft?
Brian? Did we all get soft? I think it got too personal. I think when people were bringing up my past, not fully understanding, everything, it's like, that was just like, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have to explain everything. I just took the channel down. Yeah. And like, so I could bring it back, but I was like, I'm not going to bring it back. But somebody commented, oh, it's time to bring the channel back. And I did, so,
I told you not to come back.
Yeah.
And it wasn't out of me.
I think everybody's been behaving pretty much, and they're understanding that it's like they could be hurt too. And so I think, yeah, but it was something I enjoyed. That's why. Yeah. I like, that album. Will I ever meet Fernando in real life or Nima in real life? I don't know, but I felt like I lost a lot of friends, so, Eric, I felt like, I lost Eric, not as a friend, because we still emailed each other or whatever, but like the interaction, on the streams, I felt like I lost that hurt.
Puddles, don't make me say it.
Certain people, huh?
Don't make me say it, because I will.
Don't say it. I don't even know.
I'll say it.
What are you talking about? Okay, don't say it. Well, I don't even know, because one time I challenged John Castro. He's like, I was like, okay, and then he brought up something. I was like, dude, that's kind of messed up. Yeah. Yeah. I don't understand where that came from though, but oh damn. Oh yeah, but like I don't know. We don't need drama. We don't need people's past being brought up. You know.
Yeah. I think what happened, and I'm going to tread carefully on this statement. I think what happened for you is the
Hmm.
people that you enjoyed the most, that you were closest with,
Hmm.
it all got fractured. And when
Oh yeah,
you lost that support system, that was all you had left.
yeah,
That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm not saying that to be a shithead. That's from my heart. That's
yeah,
what that's what happened. And that's why it's different. That's why it's never going to be the same for you. Hell, it may not be the same for any of us at this point.
hmm,
It sucks, but it's just the way it is. I don't know. I don't know, man.
yeah.
I just hope that you find something that gives you purpose and makes you happy, and
Well,
you know
I mean, I enjoy. You know, doing what I do here. I enjoy it. Um,
well, those that enjoy you will show up. It may not be who you want it to show up, but there's still people I see in the chat that still support you.
yeah. It's just like,
You get, man.
huh?
That's as good as it's gonna get at this point. When all has been said and done, this is what it's gonna be. Are you okay with this?
Oh yeah,
This is enough for you. All right,
yeah, yeah. No, that's enough. You
perfect.
know, that's enough for me.
All right, all right.
Yeah, that's enough for me. Um, I'm not a different person than people think I am or something. You know, I'm still the same person. But like, you know, people brought up the past, and it was it was a very dude. It
You
was
gotta understand, Cuddles, that
like
people have
these two
families and
women were living together, and they kept calling me. I had a surgery, and they're like, "Oh, teacher, stop beating us up," and you know they were doing all this thing, and it was it was really nasty. Like I was in a bad mood because I just got out of surgery, and it was just
Mhm.
it was just like, wow, these people are harassing me. Give me money, you know, pay
Right.
for my rent. Pay. It was just got ugly, and it was just like you people don't think it could happen to them. That's what you know. You made a misstep, but not like anything illegal or anything. But you made a misstep with something which may look bad, and somebody took advantage and just kind of threw it all out there. And you know that's why it's just like you know you could get set up. You could get set up for something, and then you're in a situation. It's like you have to defend yourself, and defend yourself against something you never did. It's just it's a bad and then people will look at you a different way. You know, it's
No matter what, because you know my feelings on this whole thing. I said my piece on the phone, but
I don't even remember that conversation, but I'll have to call you and find out.
we've had
I
multiple
just said,
talks.
yeah, let's I just don't want to talk about anything on stream.
We've had multiple talks since all of it happened. Now, regardless of the fact, I understand why people no longer will come here or be
Yeah,
support you. Some of these people have families. Some of these
yeah,
people have kids of their own. Now nobody knows what really happened. They weren't there.
yeah.
Regardless of that matter, it wasn't a good look.
Yeah,
No
it
matter
was
what, it wasn't a good look.
that's dude, it all
It
boils
was not
down
a
to
good
it
look.
wasn't a good look.
So I can't get mad at anybody for turning the back. I
Yeah.
totally understand. I totally understand. It's just
It
not.
wasn't a good
It's
look.
not smart.
It was a stupid decision. It was kind of things didn't, work out the way it was supposed to. Like they were supposed to have rides, and it just got real complicated. And I was boxed into some stupid situation, and I was like, "Fuck, what the hell?"
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine if the school found out about this? And it was just like, then they did, and it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like you get caught in a bad situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, dude, I went out with a girl and I picked her up. Right, this was back at Love of the Old Times, and she showed me a picture of her where she was thin and pretty. She was like a Jewish girl from New York, and I said, "Listen, get out of my car. You told me you were gonna, I said I don't want to go out with you if you don't look like your picture, and you don't look like your picture."
Mm.
And then she's like, "Give me a ride. I'm going to meet some friends," right? I was like, "Get out of my car. Get out of my car." She wouldn't get out of my car. Yeah.
Don't get sucked back into it, bringing it up again. You've said everything.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something else. Okay. And
all right,
dude, and then we went to Flanagan's, and I'm like, I'm not taking you anywhere. And then she was like, we waited for her friends. Nobody showed up. And then I wanted to go home. And I
like
wouldn't let her in the car. But you see, it was just like, I want to have sex, she said. And I'm like, I don't want to, dude. I said, call your friends. And it was just like, I'm going to call the police. I was like, see, it became a situation, and I couldn't get rid of her. And I said, you could get caught up in situations, and like, you understand? And it's just like you could get caught up, and it's just like that's why I don't agree with online dating, because you don't know who you could like match up with. People are like, oh yeah, everything's gonna work out perfectly. It doesn't always work out like that. And I couldn't get rid of her, and I finally got rid of her. Nobody ever came. None of her friends showed up to pick her up, and I had to drive her all the way back home. She wouldn't leave my place. Dude, I think internet dating can be dangerous. And it can be dangerous, man, because you don't know who you're with. You think, oh well, this is a pretty girl and nothing's gonna happen. It can get ugly. It can get real ugly. They're making money off of it, the internet dating sites, but it can turn really ugly with the internet dating. And when people tell me, oh, you should do that, I'm like, I get pissed,
Yeah.
So I don't agree with that. What am I supposed to do? Leave her there? And then like dude, the girl wouldn't leave. She sat in my car when I picked her up, and I was like, she opened the door herself and jumped in my car. I couldn't get rid of her. And it can happen to anybody, man. I look at that guy. There was a guy that was on Smelly Stream, and I related to him 100%. He didn't like some girl, right? And so she's like, come over, and like she was forcing him, and I guess they had intercourse or whatever. And then she got pregnant, and he didn't want to have anything to do with this woman, right? You're gonna remember this story when I talk about it. And so he had to pay child support for 18 years. He had to pay child support for 18 years. And then when the kid became an adult, she says, I just want to let you know that was not your kid. That was not your kid. I think he did something stupid and choked her or something. Remember Chokegate?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Like, he did the wrong thing, but also it's like 18 years of his life. He had to be with this psycho woman, and he couldn't get rid of her. And he had to pay her child support for a kid that wasn't even his. And it was like, I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I definitely wouldn't have choked her, but it was like they were in a car. But dude, that's like internet dating, or what, you have to vet people you date, not just because they're a pretty face. The Brazilian guy, yeah, dude, that story. And then I guess Dan kicked him off, and he's like, and he deleted the stream. I'm like, dude, but this is real life. Why are you deleting this? This guy was put in a situation. He was a nice guy. I got to go with Dan deleting that stream, to be honest. But I felt so bad for this guy. I wanted to reach out to him, but the guy never came back. And everybody was just like talking about how, Chokey and what a scumbag he was. I'm like, dude, he paid 18 years of child support for this girl. And it wasn't even his kid. She lied to him for 18 years just to make money. And nobody sympathized with that guy. All they cared about was the choke. All they cared about was that. But 18 years of dealing with a psycho, that's 18 years of his life. And then she's like, that's not your kid. Come on, man. That's real life stuff. Yeah.
And you wonder why the streams aren't fun anymore.
Dan deleted that stream and probably blocked him. But I was the only one that sympathized with that guy. I understood, like you could get caught up in ugly situations.
Sorry, I don't know. I do have to go.
Oh, he just cut out the last part. It's like, what? Nobody wants to talk anything controversial or anything like that. It's like,
but Cuddles, that's exactly why the streams aren't the way they used to be. That's why. That's not fun. Do you think that's fun? That's heavy.
I think, yeah, it was heavy, but it was real life. And I think at that time they were talking about the Johnny Depp situation with Amber Heard. And so, Dan was talking about it to get views or whatever.
Yeah. Listen, are you cool with me? I came on. I hope I answered the question to the best of my ability. It's not dead, it's dying. It doesn't mean it's gonna die. It can always make a resurgence or a comeback, but it's not growing on any of the streams. The streams don't grow. The channels don't grow from live streams. It's not how you grow a channel. And it's the same people having the same conversations elsewhere. So it's like one giant stream just with clicks, and it's branched off, and everyone started their own club. Yet all the clubs talk about the same shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my perspective. That's what I think. Who else has come along and changed the streaming game since 2020? Nobody. Nobody.
Yeah.
You can still find us all scattered throughout the community, still doing our thing. Dan's gonna ride the wave for as long as he can, but sooner or later, you hang up the boots. So that's it. Like you said, yeah, Margie and Clean are more entertaining than Dan is. Why do you think that is? It's a soap opera. It's drama. It's negative. It's real life shit that shouldn't be on the internet, but it is. And they enjoy it. It's fodder. It's toxic. Every day is Toxic Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's That's all I have to say about that. You know.
I wouldn't talk with that person if I were him anymore. I'd be like, you know, I guess some guys really fall for women, man. But like, if there's no return in the way, it's like it's a waste of time. If you're not gonna, if like it's one way, it's not worth it. Like, if I were in love with a girl and she didn't love me back or she didn't give me the attention back that I was giving her, it's like it's over, man. It's like what the hell, man, you know? And
Cuddles. What if it wasn't real life shit?
What do you mean?
What if it was all staged?
This is all staged?
Yeah, what if it's all like the Truman Show? It's all meant for views. No relationship is real. Everything is choreographed. What if this is one big show?
This is one big show?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think anything's possible. What do you do then?
I don't think it's for what? For what gain? What gain would you get out of it?
Validation, attention, financial gain, stimulation, stature, insecurity, all the above.
Oh.
Your friends will sell you for $1, Cuddles.
You sell me for 50 cents.
No one's ever put you in jail for 50 cents.
Huh?
No one's ever put you in jail for 50 cents.
Oh, Cuddles jail? Cannoli jail?
Cannoli jail.
Yeah. But no, I'll tell you what, Chaotic Truth really, dude, he has the most annoying people on there. And they'll be like ranting for 20 minutes as like they ruin the stream. Dude, he'll get the money so quick with Cash App. He has like Cash App and everything.
Yeah.
He makes a ton of money.
I've made thousands off of cannoli jail.
I don't know about thousands.
I gotta go.
Maybe
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, maybe a couple hundred.
Yeah. Well, I bid you adieu, huh? That's it. What is it? Avita Zen. There you go.
See you later.
God bless.
God bless. Yeah. I'm still curious what Joey's going to say. Like, what? Yeah. So that was our stream for today. 1 hour and 32 minutes and 40 seconds. And shout out to Joey for coming on the stream. And I think it played itself out. And thanks for joining. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Eric, for the super chats. I really appreciate those. It's not the money. It's just a matter of showing me support, which I appreciate. The love and support. Take care.